some dramatic pictures coming in from Hawaii, where a volcano has erupted. These are the scenes near Kilauea, where lava has spread onto a residential area on the Big Island. The bubbling lava looks alarmingly close in this footage. Authorities say around 1,700 people so far have been forced to move out, ordered to move out. Hundreds of earthquakes were reported before the volcano erupted, and some local people say they've seen cracks open up in the roads. Kilauea is one of the world's most active volcanoes. Let's get the very latest on this volcanic eruption then in Hawaii. Ivan Cabrera joins me from the International Weather Center. Ivan, good to see you. Some frightening scenes there. We can see the lava coming out through residential areas. Presumably mass evacuations are still underway on the island?
Yeah, no question about it. Good to see you too. And we haven't seen pictures like that in quite some time, just to see lava coming out of a residential neighborhood. I mean, that's basically Main Street, right, where you drive your vehicle through, and well, you can't drive through because there's lava coming out of the ground. Just incredible scenes. But I take it now where this is happening, the fifth most active volcano here at the top as far as the Hawaiian volcanic islands. There's Kilauea. Let's fly in here and show you exactly what's going on. This is called the East Rift Zone. This is the area particularly that's dangerous right now because it's not this giant tower you see here of a mountain. It's further down. The crater lake is what's partially collapsed, Hannah, and that's what's allowed for some of the lava to spew out into those residential areas. In fact, we're talking about 30 kilometers to the east. There's the crater right there. This is going to be the focus really over the next several days as the civil defense in Hawaii is now on scene, monitoring things very closely on whether they're going to have to evacuate all 1,700 people out of this area or just the several hundred that they've already had. So this is what we're talking about. Here's the volcano and here's Leilani Estates. That's the area that is going to be watched rather closely, and volcanologists will tell you they really aren't precisely sure which pockets could erupt here, and so this area is going to be watched very closely. We have, of course, a pretty high warning, the highest you can get, this ash plume spewing out into the air. But this isn't actually the biggest threat. It's the lava right at the ground that you saw coming out off the streets there in that residential area. So yes, we have a warning. Obviously, eruption already underway. That alert orange for aviation is certainly going to be in force for quite some time. And that 5.0 earthquake came on the heels of those hundreds of earthquakes that at least gave us a heads up on what was going to be happening. What did not give us a heads up, unfortunately, was this major storm system that impacted India here. We had basically minutes before it moved right over the residential areas that took the brunt of it here. 132 km/h winds. We had basically 41,000 lightning strikes. All of this transpiring from this one cell that moved through. Basically, Hannah, there was just not enough time to warn folks that this was coming, that we're going to have typhoon force winds rolling through a residential area here. Mainly the deaths came from the trees falling on structures and destroying them.
Ivan, thanks so much for getting us up to speed on all of this. Appreciate it. Now, springtime in Japan.